Hey guys, and welcome to my review of The Mango Season by Amulya Malladi. I think so. The Mango Season was published in 2003, and it follows Priya, who is an Indian woman who was born and raised in India, but at the age of 20 she goes to study in the US and then stays in the US and to have a career and just establish her life there, which her family is okay with as long as she follows strict Indian rules, one of which, and actually the most important of which, is to marry a nice Indian man that her family chooses for her or that she finds there, but it has to be from the same caste, from the same social status as her family. And obviously Priya doesn't do that. She falls in love with an American and has a relationship with him. And now this is like just a background story. This doesn't actually happen in the book. This you just know in the first chapter. The book follows her for a few days while she takes a trip back to India, the first trip she takes back to India in 7 years, when she decides she wants to tell her parents and the rest of her family that she wants to marry her American fiance. Priya was an okay character. I liked her at the beginning of the book. She's very confused, obviously. She's torn between two worlds. One, she has her life in the US. Her ideas from back home changed, and she is in love with an American, and in the other world she is still the daughter and granddaughter and niece and everything in her family, and she feels that there are these standards that she has to live up to, and feels how by marrying the man she loves she's just going to break everyone's heart, and she just has to balance out living for herself or living for her family. And she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to take sides. She wants to have them both, which is very difficult to do in that situation. So at the beginning I understood her. She's very confused and I could feel for her, but then towards the end of the book she felt like she was really not owning up to anything, and she complains. The book is written from her perspective, and she just complains so much about how people treat her like a child and how her family doesn't give her credit and treats her like a small child. And I was feeling at some point like, you are acting like a child. You're not acting mature enough. You're not standing up to your own decisions. So they're going to treat you like a child if you don't just put your foot down and say, this is who I am, this is what I want. I felt the book is very sensorial, if I could even say that sentence. Like, it talks about a lot of the flavors in India, a lot of the smells, a lot of the texture of the fruit and the food, and how they eat with their hands and everything. So I really, really enjoy that. And the book has every part of the book. There's, I think, like 6 or 7 parts of the book. They each start with a recipe, a mango recipe. They were talking about how they were cooking them and how they were eating them. It just made me like really, really crave Indian food at the time I was reading the book. This is the first book that I read about Indian culture in a long time, and it's very interesting. It has a lot of Indian words snuck in the text, which was very nice. And also, it's not the only book of the author, so I'm looking forward to looking for more of her books. I rated the book 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and it really was entertaining, and it was funny. It was written in a funny way. I thought it was going to be very dramatic, but actually it was very funny. When I was reading the book, it made me feel a little bit like the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding. The theme of it is very similar, just that it's Greek instead of Indian. But yeah, it made me feel like that. It was very funny, and she has a lot of inner monologues and all that, so that was very funny. So yeah, I really recommend it. It's a nice book. It's funny. It's a short read. It reads very fast, and it's really entertaining. So give it a try. Thank you guys for watching my video, and have a great day, and I will see you back with more videos. Bye bye!